Welcome to episode 161 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Brewer, and Apartment Hacker is my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. So I decided in November we were going to talk about 6 P's, right? The 6 P's of success, let's call it, in the multifamily space. And those 6 keys were purpose, people, product, and process, performance, and passion. You have to refer to my cheat sheet because I haven't quite put them in here yet. So anyway, under the premise of purpose, I often get this question: how do you define purpose in an organization? And I think the way you define purpose in an organization is, how do you create value, or how do you create a customer? And then how do you add to that value or add to that relationship over time? And one of the things that really baffles me about purpose is that people think, they really think, I've heard this before, this has even been said to me, hey Mike, if you want a purpose or a mission statement or a vision statement or something like that, hey listen, I'll just go down to Starbucks and I'll spend 15 minutes. In fact, I won't even leave my office. I'll just sit here and I'll pencil it out and I'll hand it to you, and there it is. And then we can send out an email and communicate it to the entire group. And there's your purpose. You got it. It's not this big, long, drawn out exercise. And I say, you're freaking crazy? Purpose is much, much, much deeper than that. Purpose is really about, in my mind, if you were going to do purpose correctly, you would take an entire year to do it. And you would spend time with every single individual in your organization. If you had 300, 500, 600, 1,000,000 people, you'd spend time with every single person so that their voice is heard. Now, I know that's not practical, but neither is I think it practical that one person in an organization sits down and pins that out and calls it purpose and then emails it out. But I do think that you have to spend time with people. And you have to understand what people's innate values are. And then you have to figure out what the values of the organization are. And then you have to align those two things with each other. So you have perfectly aligned personal and professional values and values of the organization as a whole. And then and only then can you start to go through the exercise of creating purpose. Here's the bottom line. Purpose is the journey to definition, right? You get to purpose by going through a long journey of coming to know who you are as a person, a professional, and as an organization. And then and only then are you allowed to define what the purpose of your organization is. It's not as simple as sending out an email and asking for feedback. Sentences that people just create out of the blue or off the cuff, or they Google search and find a good one and then they reframe it to fit their organization. It doesn't work like that. Not if you want a true, deep purpose about your organization. So my call to action to you today is, if you're sitting down and grappling with this idea of creating purpose in your organization, take your time and do it right. If you want to be truly awesome, if you really want to put a dent in the multifamily universe, do it right. Do it right. Take your time. Take care. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.